The world in regards to cars is changing because after decades of being powered by gas and oil, companies like Tesla are working hard to change the perception of what it means to drive by trying to bring electric cars and vehicles that will drastically change the industry itself. But they're not just focusing on changing the standard vehicles that we drive, they're also working on making the trucking industry better by making a fully electric semi-truck, one that'll be coming out in 2021 and could truly start a revolution of sorts. So allow us to show you how Tesla semi-trucks will change trucking forever. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 5. How Tesla itself plays a role. Let's get right into this, shall we? One of the biggest reasons why the Tesla semi-truck is being talked about so much is because it is a Tesla vehicle. Tesla has very much been leading the industry when it comes to conversion from gas to electric vehicles. They truly want to make electric cars the standard for the world. The other big reason that the Tesla factor, if you will, is in effect here is that for years, prior to the announcements of the Cybertruck and the Tesla semi-truck, they were just making cars. Cars for families and people who just wanted to drive a car that wouldn't hurt the environment. By going to the semi-truck market, they're not just expanding, they're trying to show that their methods of making cars applies to other vehicle types like semi-trucks, which could further expand the reach of Tesla in terms of sales and profit once everything is worked out. And to that, this extension of their brand will be challenging other companies who are doing electric cars or are trying to do electric cars to step up to try and top them, which means we could have multiple models of electric semi-trucks on the road over the next few years, all because people don't want to be second best to Tesla. Now, as for Tesla's model. Number 4. Breaking down the Tesla Semi. To truly understand how this new vehicle is going to change things, we need to break down everything it plans to do, because if it is only a decent model, then it won't change anything. But thankfully for us, Tesla doesn't do decent vehicles. In fact, Tesla has made some very bold claims about its capabilities, as you're about to see. Semi is the safest, most comfortable truck ever. 4 independent motors provide maximum power and acceleration and require the lowest energy cost per mile. They claim that this semi will do something that few semis out there can do right now: go very fast, very quickly. The quickest acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 20 seconds fully loaded. Instant traction control with 4 independent motors, quickest up the grades. That would be something to see, and you can bet that they're going to be tested on that to make sure it stands up to the scrutiny. Semis are notorious for going slow and taking a lot of time to get up to speed on places like the highway. But if this model can change that, that is huge. Then of course there's the safety element, which Tesla is known for across all of its cars. Enhanced autopilot helps avoid collisions, a centered driver position provides maximum visibility and control, and a low center of gravity offers rollover protection. Every driver is responsible for remaining alert and active when using autopilot and must be prepared to take action at any time. Now that is important because many, including Tesla, believe that the future of the cars is driving via the car doing the work, and so with this, while the autopilot is helping drive, the driver still needs to do their job. And let's not forget about cost. That is a big selling point in the mind of Tesla. Electric energy costs are half those of diesel. With fewer systems to maintain, the Tesla Semi provides $200,000 in fuel savings and a 2-year payback period. That is a lot of money to save on fuel. And we'd all love to save hundreds of thousands on gas. And as we'll reveal later, there are a lot of companies that would like to bank on that. The Tesla Semi is not just another model in their line. This is something that is meant to be a well and true game changer, and that is what Tesla needs to keep doing overall. Keep changing the game, because if not them, then who? Plus, just going electric with a Semi is something that is not just needed, but wasn't thought possible for a long time, and now that it's coming, these trucks won't ever be the same. Number 3. Electric and streamlined. One of the things that makes a Semi is that it's literally a big bulking brute of a machine that is not the easiest to drive, and they are basically a gas guzzler on 16 to 20 wheels. Yet they have a purpose. They're needed to get to goods across the country, and they are vital for shipping in every way that matters. Which is why they're used, but they're rarely improved, and so they still cost a lot to make, maintain, power, fuel, etc. Now to be fair, there are some companies, not named Tesla, who have designed their semi-trucks to go and be aerodynamic, but that doesn't help too much if you think about it. The Tesla Semi though, the question of efficiency and aerodynamics were honestly their top priority. They wanted an electric Semi that could go down roads with great power and speed, and yet have a long range that would far outpace anything a Semi nowadays can do. And of course be the most aerodynamic thing on the road in its class. One look at their ride and you'll see just how good they are at making a Semi look streamlined. The best part is that they're already working on an advanced model that'll have an extra battery installed to allow for even longer ranges. This means that companies will be able to send these trucks on the road for long trips and won't have to worry about massive breakdowns in the engine and other systems, and know that they won't be stopping constantly for refueling, which saves time, money, workload for mechanics, and so on. Oh, and as for that other perfect of being electrically powered, number 2, protecting the environment one semi at a time. When it comes to the cars on the road today, they are one of, if not the biggest detriments to the environment on planet Earth. Do recall that there are billions of cars in the world, and just about all of them are pumping toxic gases into the atmosphere like carbon dioxide and monoxide, methane, and more. The more cars out there, the more these gases cause things like global warming, as well as pollute everything, because things like smog and acid rain, so on and so forth. And semis are most definitely a big polluter, given how many of them are on the road and how they are terrible at consuming gas at a fast rate. With a Tesla semi-truck though, that goes away instantly. Their electric power source ensures they don't pollute at all. So instead of tens of thousands of polluters on the road, you get environmentally friendly rides that instead help limit what is exposed to the atmosphere and nearby plants and animals. There will be those who say this won't help, but it will. It absolutely will. Semis pollute big time, and they're constantly on the roads going from one place to another. Cycling them out with electric versions will help the pollution rate, even if only a little. But hey, every bit helps when it comes to saving the planet. But being that businesses use semis, we all know what they want to save. Number 1, cutting down costs. The art of business is much more than you might expect. Companies like Walmart, Amazon, McDonald's, and more have to get items shipped all over the country, and sometimes all over the world, in order for them to do their business. And they use semi-trucks to go and ship them to pretty much everywhere, or to get items that they need to eventually ship. So when Tesla announced their truck and revealed that it wouldn't just be electric but save companies a lot of money, the companies responded in kind and started pre-ordering them. Because with every Tesla semi that they get and replace in their fleet, they could be saving millions of dollars when you combine the savings. Plus, it sets a precedent. Companies like Walmart, for example, who is a buyer of the semi, use this truck and it works good. That sends a message that this works and it works well. Thus, more will be bought. And it might also lead to other innovations in shipping where things like mini semis and shippers get converted as well. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the Tesla semi-truck and how it might just change everything for the truck industry, the shipping industry, and more? What factors do you think will play into how much the semi-truck from Tesla will affect things? Do you think once they're proven in real-world situations that the sales of them will boom? Or will Tesla need to keep tweaking and improving to make sure it works and get people's interest? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.